Hey you guys, and welcome to my kitchen, Midnight Munchies and more. I'm your chef, Charisse, and today we're going to make mini frittata cups that are vegan. But I wanted to take a minute before we got started to talk about something very important and near and dear to my heart. So if some of you guys don't know, I have my degree in psychology, and I spent quite a few years running a residential rehab facility for people with severe mental illnesses, complex medical issues, and pervasive addictions. So it's something that I've spent most of my adult life advocating for, and unfortunately I just got news today that one of my friends has lost his battle to the nasty disease of addiction, and I'm lucky enough to have this platform to help other people, and I wanted to take that opportunity that if you are suffering personally, or you know or love someone who is suffering, please call the National Hotline for Substance Abuse and Mental Health, which is 1-800-662-HELP, HELP. I will also put that number below and at the end of this video, because it's just so incredibly important. And it's going to be a somber video. This is not going to be your normal peppy, bubbly Charisse video, but I also think that that's important because this is real fucking life, and it's an epidemic, and pretty much everybody I know has lost someone to this disease. And I just wanted to make sure you guys have the opportunity for some resources at 1-800-662-HELP. Just please reach out. There's so many people who love you, and it's still going to be valuable content and a valuable recipe for a quick, easy breakfast. So let's get started. We're going to start with 2 cups of garbanzo bean flour or chickpea flour. Bob's Red Mill is my fave, and it's actually pretty cheap, you guys. It's like $2.50 for like a whole fucking thing like this at my grocery store. So we have 2 cups of the chickpea flour in here, and to that we're going to add half of a teaspoon of baking powder, and then we're going to add 1 tablespoon of nutritional yeast. I like to get the one that's like fortified with vitamin B12, because if you know anything about veganism, you gotta have that B12, because you don't get that from meat. So that's fortified with that. That's important. Gives it a little like little cheesy kind of flavor. We have some salt and pepper we're gonna throw in there as well. And then let's just stir this up a bit with our little whisk, and then we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of oil. I'm using vegetable oil. Extra virgin olive oil is certainly okay, and I actually probably would prefer that, but I don't have that, so we're doing vegetable oil. And then I have 2.5 cups of water we're gonna pour in there, and then we're just gonna whisk this up just a titch until it gets nice and liquidy and delicious. Now that we have that stirred up, I'm actually gonna set that aside while we prep our veg. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. This is where you can get creative. Like, you can add extra herbs and stuff to your garbanzo bean flour mixture, but I don't have any, so you can add any spices too. Old Bay would probably actually be really bomb. And this is also where you can use all of your leftover veg, so you can do whatever veg you prefer. You can buy veg, you can get your leftover veg, mushrooms, I don't even know, like anything. I'm gonna do some broccoli, red onion, purple onion, let's be honest, orange pepper, and red pepper. And you can put this in as is, but I'm a crazy bitch who likes to get a little extra. So I'm actually gonna saute this, but I learned a little bit of a trick from the whole food plant-based group that instead of using oil to saute, you can put a little bit of water in here, about a tablespoon of water, and that's what I'm gonna saute this in, because I don't want extra oil in my batter once I mix it all together. I don't know if you guys can tell on screen, but this batter, once we set it aside and prepped our veg, even if you're just cutting it and set it aside for a couple minutes, it's definitely thickened up a little bit. And I don't think I'm going to use all of these veg. I don't know. I felt like, why not just fucking cook them, and I'll like put them in something else later, right? So we're going to put these babies in there. I'll probably do like half, I feel like. And then let me just stir it up. You know what? We go get crazy. And I like veg, so I'm just gonna fucking put them all in there. Like, who cares? You can do spinach too. Oh, girl, I wish I had some spinach, because totally would have put that shit in there. Here, baby, take that away. Take that away. All right, so now that we have that mixed in, we're gonna bring over our cupcake pan that we have pammed really well. You can just grease with whatever. And then we're gonna take our little scooper and we're gonna fill these babies up like so and go all the way around. Oh, girl, if you make a mess, that shit's okay, especially on a day like today. You know what I'm saying? We have our oven preheated to 500 degrees Fahrenheit while we were, you know, sauteing our veg, which don't like saute. I mean, you can do whatever the fuck you want. But I like to par cook them, which is just a fancy term for like partially cooked. So we're going to put these in for about 12 minutes. And then after that 12 minutes, here's a little trick, is we're going to crack the door open so that it releases the steam. And then we're going to continue to cook them for another 10 to 15 minutes with the door cracked until they're nice and golden brown. All right, you guys, so here it is in all of its glory, these delicious vegan egg cups, because like fuck a tofu scramble. Like, I'm sorry, I just don't like tofu. If some of you guys eat tofu scramble, I am so sorry, but it is not for me. Kind of freaks me out a little bit. So these are like genius. You can just eat them straight up, which is what Greg does, but I've been missing like egg sandwiches since being vegan, so I just like broke them up and put them in this Dave's Killer Bread, which is vegan and fucking delicious. So I'm gonna take a bite. Oh my god, I'm gonna put this plate down. Hold on, y'all. I always gotta put the plate down. Bitch, look at that. That's a fucking like frittata. Are you joking me? Oh, I'm gonna eat the, okay. I'm gonna eat the fuck out of that. You guys can, once they cool, well, you can serve them straight up after you make them. But once they cool, you can put them in an airtight container and store them in the fridge for up to 5 days, which is perfect for your meal prep for a super easy vegan breakfast. Just take them out of the fridge, pop them in the microwave or toaster oven for a few minutes, heat them back up. Super delicious. Full written recipe will be linked below, midnightmunchiesandmore.com. Make sure you guys subscribe. And again, just reach out. Just reach out, because you are important and you are worthy and you're deserving of everything in this life. And I feel you. And I hope you guys have a great weekend.